Welcome back to the 6.84 Pop Stompers series, where we talk about some of the best heroes to pick for each position. Today we're discussing everyone's favorite player on the team, the sacrificial support on the Firerow. These heroes get the least amount of gold and experience, but have to do the most in terms of warding, roaming, and ganking. Let's see who's hot in this patch. Crystal Maiden has the 10th highest win rate of all heroes, and if you think about it, it's not too surprising. She has 2 disables, so she's well suited for early game fights. Her arcane aura supports pushing or longer sieges, and her most important asset in my opinion is her ability to jungle from minute 1. She could easily pop out of jungle 3 minutes in the game with boots, level 3, and start ganking one of the lanes with her 2 nukes. Very few Firerow supports has the ability to farm boots and afford courier upgrade early on, and with that boots' speed she becomes a dangerous ganker. As the game drags on, she becomes pretty weak, so take advantage of the first 15 minutes of the game and utilize smokes and teleport squirrels to set up ganks all over the map. Similar to Crystal Maiden, Lich is another 5-row support that could have a dominating early game. Lich's sacrifice help to control the lane and deny experience to enemies, and most importantly, he nukes hard early on. He's also one of the best support heroes in the offlane, making the common 2-1-2 setup very easily done. Lich is also one of the few supports in the game that could get double and triple kills early on, which can help you fund your mech or other items. More so than most other 5 support roles, Lich's frost armor lets him scale into late game pretty well, making your team and your towers much more durable. Personally, I also think that Lich is one of the easier heroes to play, so if you're learning the Firerow, Lich might be the hero to start with. Dazzle is the most level dependent hero out of the 5 supports that we'll be discussing today, because he wants to be hitting level 11 as soon as possible. All of his spells are fairly decent, but only if you max it, so you'd be spending a lot of time babysitting in lane to sap that experience. If there's one thing that Dazzle excels at, it's drawn out team fights where his ultimate could decimate the enemy team's armor, while you keep your allies alive through graves and heals. This tends to happen around the Roshan pit or during tower sieges, so if your allies wants to take some team objectives, make sure you're ready to go with the full mana pool. Don't forget that Weave has a huge cast range and it also provides vision on cast, so you could easily use it to scout high grounds or Roshan pit for more information. Lastly, Wyvern has become my go-to hero if I want to win some pub games, simply because he's an amazing laner and roamer early on, and an insane teamfight specialist in the late game. During the mid game, he could also push and counter push extremely efficiently with Cold Embrace and Splinter Blast. If you're not really aware of how this hero works, I highly suggest you check out our Wyvern guide. The most important tip about Wyvern's early game is finding the correct lane partner. She's at her best if she could go on the aggressive with another ally, such as Undying in the off lane or Juggernaut in the safe lane. Arctic Burn's ability to fly over cliffs also lets her set up some ganks from unexpected angles. Be on the aggressive and you'll be actually carrying your team as a 5 position support. Are there any other 5 position supports that you think I should have included? Let me know in the comment section below. Also in the next week's Pop Stomper series, I'm going to talk about the often picked junglers and roamers in the game. So stay tuned guys. This is Luminous and Relax Your Fine and we are signing off. GG!